The story of Mac and Roni. I'm just gonna go and get into it. This little baby came into my store one day and I was like, if I see a goat again, I'm gonna get it. A week later on Beale Street, I was walking on Beale Street in Memphis and I saw a man with a goat. That is so random to see in Memphis, Tennessee. So I was like, this is a sign. I've always wanted goats. I've always did my research and I was like, I think I want pygmy goats or Nigerian dwarf goats. I want a smaller breed of goats. And I was like, I saw an ad for it and I got my goats. I saw 2 boys and 1 girl. I knew I had to get 2 of one, whatever, so they wouldn't be alone. So I picked the 2 boys, my darker one, Roni, and my lighter one, Mac. We went to the store. Of course, we took them to Tractor Supply and took them to the candy shop to see people. And they were very quiet when we first got them. I was very surprised, but by the time we got them in Tractor Supply, everybody saw them. A lot of people was liking to be around them, but yeah, we had to go get milk for them and get them prepared. I really did not know what I was getting myself into. I had to start introducing Luna to them, my main character dog, to them, and they didn't really know what to think about Luna. As you see, Roni over here looking at Luna like, I don't know about this, and Mac is like, and Luna is very good with everything. She gives everything space if she feels like it doesn't really like her. She just likes to try to go sniff, and if they don't like it, she just walks away. She doesn't ever force it and stuff like that. And by the end of it, you're gonna realize they are besties.
Get it, boys. Mac attack. Mac attack.
And I can see why you will always need to get 2, because they never like being alone. I love seeing them just play together. Even if they see one popcorn, the other will popcorn right now. They're popcorn. Yeah, they just get so happy and do the zoomies all of a sudden. I call it zoomies when it comes to dogs, and their tail would just go to wagging, but they would be in their most excited state when I just saw them popcorning and just running around the yard and enjoying themselves, and Luna just not paying no attention, smelling and seeing what else is going on. They were intrigued by everything. Mac and Roni wanted to climb on everything they could get their hooves on, and they got their hooves on everything. Goats are very intrigued by everything. They want to climb on it, sniff it, see if they can eat it, put it in their mouth, like all the things. So if you ever want to get goats, you got to be very careful about where you put them and what you have around them, if they can escape, because they are major escape artists. I've learned that over the 3 or 4 years going on now that me having them, and they never escaped out of my yard. They escaped out of their pen, and right there they were still not used to Luna. But they never escaped out of my yard, but they escaped out of their pen, but they just chilled in the yard. But the cool thing about them was my job, I work for a vet clinic, so I could always bring them with me. And with my friend, the one that helped me get them, she would actually teach me how to cut their hooves and tell me everything what I needed to do about deworming and their annual shots and all that type of stuff, so I can always keep them as good and healthy. And as you can see, rambunctious Roni always trying to get the upper hand on Mellow Mac, and it was always fun having them inside the house, because they were like, we don't know what to do with anything right now. So they were smelling, and everything was just so new to them. So they would just walk all over. It was like, what is this hardwood floor? And this is not the outside. And Luna would be so excited when they're in the house, because she was like, what are we about to do? We're about to go somewhere. But they were getting warmed up to Luna more so in the house. So I was like, let me just bring them in the house a little bit more. So then when we go back outside, they were a little bit more accepting of her. And I'm like, okay. And of course, Luna would always be sweet Luna. And most times, if I have food around, though, that's when they love me. But I always try to start with training them too. And Roni doing getting up on his target right here.
Good boy. Can we get over here? Come on, Roni. Roni. Row. Come on, row. Up. Up. Good boy. Good boy, jump. Good boy.
Again, having them at my job and taking them to the cats, and the cats not understanding what they are. And it was always intriguing to watching them interact with other animals besides themselves and what they will always see at home, because all we have is dogs at home. But it took me some time to get their enclosure built, so they were inside the house and had their little pen inside the house. And always was one cuddle time. I love cuddling with Mac. Rambunctious Roni was always around, but Mac was always my cuddle buddy. I can try to see if I can go cuddle with him again. He sometimes like it. Sometimes he think I'm gonna cut his hoof and don't like it, or I think I'm gonna give him dewormer medicine. But it's just them playing and getting rough housing and getting into mischief as always. If they saw that if they could climb on it, they would climb on it at all times. So this is just them living the life. Two goats. Mac and Roni were always inseparable. They always wanted to play together, do everything together. And those boys loved each other. And they still do love each other. They just have a strange way of showing it, which you'll see later in the video. But as kids, that's all they wanted to do. Eat together, play together, lay and cuddle together. And this is me, and even go to the restroom together. But I was feeding them milk in that other clip, and I always wanted some cuddle time with my baby boys too, but most times they were always together. I could not separate them. If I separate one, the other one would bah! If I separate another one, the other one would bah! I'm like, okay, so that's crazy. But now they're starting to be goats, older goats, and I'm starting to see Roni jump up and get his food. I'm like, oh, I'm starting to see a different side of them, and they started to climb up more taller things and things of that nature, and I'm like, oh, okay, y'all are getting a little bit grown for yourself, but they still are wanting to drink their milk. So I was slowly weaning them off as long as watching them drink their milk. But I was slowly weaning them off. Roni getting stuck right there. But they still was wanting to be around me. That's another reason why they were bottle babies. So they know me. I had them since they were little. So most goats, if they're not bottle babies, they will not like you. They won't come to you. They won't be all up on you like my goats were, because they look at me like I was their dad. I was who was our mama or dad and whoever giving the milk. I'm like, they looked at me like I was that person who for everything. So even late night, I will be out there feeding them their milk. Early in the morning, midday, in the middle of work, I'm feeding them milk. So that's kind of how we did our bonding, and how they are so in love basically with me. I always want to be around me. But yes.
What's up, guys? Macaroni.
What's up? Really, man? You're not even hungry. Stand. Try it again. Stand. Good boy. Why are you knocking him down? Come on, stand. And like I said earlier, they was always playing and roughhousing. They were debudded at a young age. That means their horns wouldn't grow. So I didn't want them to be hurting themselves, getting their horns stuck on things. And with that, they got their horns debudded, which means they could not grow at all. So it almost kind of like scabbed over. And then that scab would always get irritated. Look at Mac doing tricks. That scab would always get irritated, so I would have to put this spray on it called Blue Coat. So that anybody on the farmers know about that. So if you see that blue stuff on Mac and Roni's head, there was Blue Coat. It's like a little dressing that it's antiseptic. I think something that helps close the wound up and keeps its soothing oils and all that good stuff in it for them. But because they were always irritating their places where they're debudded everything at. So if you see the Blue Coat, that stuff you can put on everything. Red Coat, Blue Coat is you can get it from Tractor Supply. They're not sponsoring this video, but it's good for dogs as well, and I think some cats, but read the label. But most times I always have to keep Blue Coat because they were roughhousing all the time. They always wanted to get in the house once they were in the house. So Luna would always come out and they would always go in. They would always work together. So this time I had their enclosure starting to be built. I knew it was going to be, I wanted it to be very large for them. I wanted to have a lot of space to even run around in there. I was like, I wanted multiple places for them to actually be able to go in as well. And then I just wanted, multiple places for me to go in. I didn't really want them to really be able to go out in and out. They didn't know what I was building, so they were just laying out, doing their own thing while I was building, had one of my friends building this enclosure, and I was helping. I was handing tools along. I wasn't doing too much. But I'm scared of Luna. But he was always like, I'm still not used to you all the way yet. But then he'd be like, okay, you're no danger. And but yeah, so we were getting their enclosure, and I knew I was like, I wanted hay in there. I wanted to kind of be kind of rustic, kind of barnwood vibe as well. And I wanted some stuff for them to climb on, all that, because I knew they were going to do some climbing and want to jump and run. So I knew I wanted them to have a good little amount of space to do that. And so I got some pallets, and there was them seeing a cat, another cat outside for the first time. And the cat was not understanding what to do. But yeah, so when I got that, I was like, oh, this is going to be nice. I have the hay, and they were like, oh, what is this? I had tires I picked up on the side of the road. Their pallets, I got them a Great Dane size dog house. Like there, that 100 and something pound dog can go in. And they were like walking around like a new apartment. Like, this is nice. But yeah, they were very much so enjoying it. Keep the gate closed no matter what the goats say, because they were bad, let us out, bad. So, but yeah, so they were loving this enclosure. We're gonna do another enclosure rebuild soon, because I really want to get I want to do it up for them and do some more, because that they broke already. It's a lot of the things that they break, because goats gonna wear some stuff down. And that's their house that they were in. Probably gonna get another one of those. Oh, this is where Mac likes to do his trick. Bow. Yeah, he likes to show off sometimes, and then he's gonna come on, balance on the balance beam like a circus goat, and then look at the camera like, ooh, I did that. And then Rona was always wanted to jump off of this house. He loved this house. He was like, this is like a mountaintop, and I'm on the mountaintop. Mac was not really a climber of the being on top of the house, but Roni loves being on top of the house. He won't jump out. I made sure the house was not that close to the
What are you doing?
The fence.
What are you
but
doing,
he would
crazy?
always love to
What are
get
you
on
doing?
that. And then he'd try to get onto the top of the house and just do him. Yep, just like that. And try not to slip.
Really? Mac, why your brother doing all that? See, you about to fall, crazy. So let's run away from him. He's like, what?
Stop it. You go a little sideways there, bro.
Time to wild out. Let's go. Mac, what are you doing? You not wilding out? Come on back. I'm going over there. The kids. Boys. Okay. Where are you going? collarbone. That is very comfortable, man.
And like I said, they were inquisitive. Every time I got things, they thought it was time to climb. I was making sure I supervised them since these didn't have any like places. I don't want their hooves to get in between those little grooves in the pallets. But they did not get that. That didn't even happen. They were made sure that didn't happen. They were grown about it. I'm like, they were acting like some true mountain goats, climbing up and down, and trying to figure out how to maneuver. They love these. I might have to do something like this in their new enclosure because they love anything with grooves and they can climb like that in. But my boys were just very easy. They love just being loved and always having space clearly to run and jump and just be happy in the graze and forage and whatever you want to call it, because they did it all. They were on the ground, in the trees and all that good stuff. Winter came and I was like, what happened to my little smooth-haired babies? Their fur was so thick. I was like, oh, y'all look like some fur balls. I liked it though. It was like a good cuddly look. They almost like long-haired guinea pigs with like just or the fluffy little guinea pigs. I say because they very much were very soft and they were ready for their winter. I was like, your body knew what they needed to do for the winter time, because I was out there in my puffy coat and they had their thick double coat. I feel like it was a triple coat almost, and it was so smooth. And I guess just feeding them good. They were eating good. Their bellies were starting to drop, and they were starting to get their adult weight, I say. I guess I was feeding them a lot. I feeding them a lot of feed. Luna was trying to eat some too as well. But my boys' coats were getting very thick, and I was like, I was not used to this, but I loved every moment of it. They were just so fluffy. And every time they would come up to me, I would just rub my fingers through their fur. Right here, the snow was out, so you really can see how Mac was looking like a whole giant guinea pig. He was so fluffy. Roni was just as fluffy
Roni, where
as
you coming
well.
from?
I was like, I love this. I'm like, they look like two little puffy little things. But
Why are you gonna,
right here,
what,
Roni's stealing
where you going?
my keys.
You can't go nowhere
Mac
with them.
loves to do the same.
Why? Why are you messing with my keys? Why are you? Oh my god. Oh gosh, okay. Well. What? Oh, okay, Matt. And Roni. Up, up, up. You gonna come back to me? You gonna come back to me? Up. Oh, Roni. Why are you so mean? You want treats, that's what y'all want. Okay, alright. Oh my god, why you don't let him get close to me? Ah! 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 Yeah! Yeah! I'm so confused. Ah! Ah!
And they were non-stop players. I even would check the camera while I'm at work, and this is what they would be doing in their enclosure.
Me, Mac, and Roni. Gonna see who's gonna win. I'm trying to get a head start. Mac's like, no, you're not. 1, 2, 3, go.
banana. And it was a year already that I had my babies. So I had to do something big for them. I brought them to my job and I colored their tails. For my first year with them, we had our first anniversary. Y'all gotta do something. Y'all gotta have something. Gave them a lot of good treats and I colored their tails. I really wanted Roni's to be red, but we only had orange, so we colored it orange. And Mac had blue. I really want, but we're gonna redo it and redo some other ones later on in another video. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure tag your favorite. Who is your favorite? Mac, Roni. Which one is your favorite? Let me know. Are you Team Mac, Team Mellow Mac, Team Meanie Mac, or Team Rambunctious Roni? All right, let me know. Because even with these colorful tails, they still acted the exact same. And to think they were just this small. My baby was just eating paper, when they weren't supposed to. My baby was just in the cat room with me, and now they're just not in the cat looking at them. And now they're so big. It's crazy to me. They were like a whole year went by, and they're. Roni just still peeing the exact same way. But I'm just so in awe how a whole year go by and I learned so much, made some mistakes, and then we grew together. I'm like, they're still alive. We're still good to this day. But a whole year went by and my baby boys were looking good. And the belly's looking good. They full, they're happy still running around, still enjoying life. And yeah, so I can't ask for better goats. What you doing, Roni? Roni. Matt and Roni. Oh, snap. Why you come in so hot, bro? You came in way too hot. Yeah, go get you some water, bro. You're choking. Calm down. Random fact: goats can eat poison ivy. This right here is poison ivy. I learned the hard way, and I sent Mac and Roni over there to take care of business because it does nothing to them. I googled it, I meta the AI or whatever, all that, and it does nothing to the goats at all. So they actually can clear a whole tree or whatever of poison ivy and you will be good. So actually this whole little tree branch is gone to this day. So it might come back in the summertime, or we're just gonna bring macaroni back over there to take care of it. Let's go. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Mac and Roni could not be like any better. Like, I know some people say they get goats and they're not the most smart or not the wisest one, but I have two characters They both love me in their own way. They both enjoy me in their own way. They both have a funny way of showing both of their personalities around animals, around me, around even other people. Max sometimes is a little bit more, I would say, outgoing when it comes to people if they come with food. But if you don't have food, Roni's gonna come. So it's kind of funny to see, what they would do. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, drop a like, drop a comment. Tell me, who's your favorite? Is it Mac? Is it Roni? Tell me, do you have some Nigerian dwarf goats? So do you want to get some someday? But I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Bye.